Hello, HRC Stanley back in with another little quick out of character video. Uh, in a few days, this Friday, on the 23rd, the latest installment of the new Hasbroverse Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins will be released to the big screen in cinemas in the United States. Yeah, apparently here in the UK we won't be getting an actual theatrical release for it at least until the 18th of August, which means we Brits are gonna have to wait another 4 weeks. Yay. But anyways, just a few days ago, there was yet another trailer for the movie that just got uploaded to YouTube, as well as several like little sneak peeks and character TV spots and whatnot. And while I could look at some of those little like character spotlights, I've decided to just look at this final trailer and just kind of that be it until the movie comes out. I mean, I wasn't really intending to do another like trailer reaction or analysis because I was just gonna have like do the teaser trailer, then the main trailer, and that will be it. But then this final trailer kind of came out of nowhere, and I just thought, yeah, maybe I'll do one more to complete this trailer trilogy or whatnot. And as before, I will kind of cut up the actual audio from the trailer, not only to avoid copyright, but also to maybe give a little spoiler warning, of course. And without further ado, let's take a look at this final official trailer for Snake Eyes. Okay, that was the quote-unquote final trailer for Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. And I do have quite a bit to say, not a whole lot, just a little bit more little hints and details of what the plot may be and where it may go. And like I said, potential spoilers, even though the film isn't really out yet anywhere, as far as I know. Um, we do know that from the previous trailers, this whole thing kind of set it off because the man who would become Snake Eyes was told to kill this other guy, and he refused and kind of just went on until this person kind of came back to him and offered him a place in this old ancient ninja clan that's been going on for like 6 centuries, I think. And one of the new revelations from this particular trailer is that the famous suit, the famous all black armor attire, the very iconic one, was off in this new continuity, was offered to him by Scarlet of the GI Joes, and and I it kind of sounds. I know some may be mixed on that, but honestly, in this new, I don't really mind as much. I mean, it's cool that that the Joes, this organization that's dedicated to like high tech military technology, would give him a somewhat advanced suit that could help him with his new ninja and sword skills or whatnot. Like, and another thing we kind of learn from this kind of thing is that the person he ended up letting live and saving, he would end up from the end of the trailer. It turns out I think his name's Tommy. I think he would eventually become known as Storm Shadow, which I'm sure a lot of geeks out there would know. I've seen some couple of G.I. Joe stuff before, like Resolute and Renegades, and even some of the other films like Rise of Cobra, where they do kind of have a bit of an emphasis on the this rivalry between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. They were both members of this Arashi Kage ninja clan. They have a a vendetta between each other. I guess this film would kind of go into how that kind of happens. It's very interesting how Storm Shadow was the one that Snake Eyes refused to kill at presumably the beginning of this story. So I'm kind of curious of how things would go through the course of the movie once it comes out. Why Storm Shadow decides to join Cobra, and what kind of fuels and motivates his vendetta, his hate against the man who saved him, the one who spared his life. And we also see a little bit of a little glimpse of Cobra's inner workings, although we even see a bit of like a hologram of their iconic Cobra logo in all that kind of retro-ish glory. I like to think in this world they kind of appropriated some and reverse engineered some little fancy holographic tech from like maybe the Cybertronians from the Bumblebee movie or something. I don't know. I also look forward to seeing Rise of Beasts next year, of course, and whatever films Hasbro may put out there. And yeah, I think. Oh, and another thing that's really, I think it's kind of funny about this particular trailer is that across this there are like three or four like quotes from like critics that are like praising this and all that. And out of the four of them that I could find, three of the four quotes are from the same source, a Joe Deckelmayer of Screen Rant. And honestly, because I don't know if they had like a limited amount of critics they would let into their previews, or like maybe they just took different pieces of the same review, or I don't know. It just seems kind of weird that they have full quotes from critics or like sources or whatever, and three quarters of them are from the same source. So I don't know if that's like a bad sign, or at least a bit of a concern or something. I don't know. But one of these quotes, the first one I think says, "The best G.I. Joe movie yet." Okay, I kind of hope it is. I mean, we've had Rise of Cobra Retaliation, but also the original. There was an old animated G.I. Joe movie back in like 86, 87, that was released alongside the My Little Pony and Transformers one. I think like 86 or 87, so best G.I. Joe movie yet. That's probably debatable. We'll see about that. I think the origin story we've been waiting for Snake Eyes. I can imagine some people have been curious about an origin story for Snake Eyes, though. I've heard the old Marvel comics from like the early 80s kind of delved a bit into his backstory, I guess, and how he became the ninja we know and love. So yeah, so I guess so it is kind of, so in a way it is a bit like G.I. Joe's answer to Bumblebee, where we take a look at the kind of like a take on the backstory of one of its more popular characters. And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this particular film. I'm sure I and many people have doubts. I'm still keeping a very modest expectation for this film, just like with Bumblebee before, and as well as for the upcoming Transformers film next year, Rise of the Beasts. And I hope this actually turns out at least a bit decent. So yeah, that's all I got to say for now. Thank you for watching. This is HRC Stanley signing down. Cheerio.